The ATF did a 180 over the summer that could have signaled all the trouble we're having now with SBRs and pistol braces and everything else called freedom. What do I mean? Stick by and watch this episode of Guns and Gadgets. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. If it is Second Amendment related news you're after, or freedom in general, then you might want to subscribe to this channel because this is where you're going to find it on a daily basis, sometimes several times a day. So in order to keep up to date with everything, you're going to want to hit that, not only just the subscribe button, but the like button and toggle that bell to all notifications and share it if you could so more people find out. Before I jump into this ATF story, a couple quick things to mention to you. Today is Saturday, the 24th of October, and at 4 o'clock p.m. the 2A rally is going off today. It's the same rally that is supposed to be at the Capitol building. Last year was the first one, but because of the pandemic, it is going to be done online. So head over to their YouTube page and you can watch all of the speakers in the convenience of your own homes, like 30 some odd speakers. I'll be watching. Hopefully you will as well. Also, on a daily basis, multiple times a day, I do research and read articles from all around the country to prepare videos for this channel. And I've seen a drastic increase where people have had to resort to self-defense because of the climate that exists now, and they're being demonized and villainized before the facts come out. And even though it's self-defense, they're still being run through the mill. So I strongly suggest you join the USCCA, where you'll get training and education, and you'll have the ability to have a legal defense team, and you'll also be able to educate yourself on what happens before, during, and after a self-defense incident. You can help this channel by joining through our link, uscca.com/GNG. It was the best option for me of those out there, and I strongly suggest it to you as well. So check them out. A link will be down below as well to the USCCA. All right, let's get into this one because I literally just found out about this the hard way. What do I mean? Well, with all of this pistol brace drama that's going on, I said, well, now would be a good time for me to take my favorite AR pistol, known by many viewers of this channel, and I said, well, why don't you just bite the bullet and turn this into an SBR and do a Form 1? Well, if you're thinking about the same thing, then this might be a good video for you to watch, because prior to June, you were able to have a third party assist you with that Form 1, that eForm 1. What does that mean? Well, you could go to a company that sells them, manufactures them, or FFLs that are in the process or the business of NFA items, and they could guide you through the Form 1. All you would really have to do is sign it and send it off, pay the government your extortion fee, of course. Well, that's changed since June. Nobody knows why, but the ATF is saying you can no longer use these third parties to complete the form for you. Which is odd, because it makes it easier for the law-abiding citizen. It makes it easier for the ATF because the likelihood of errors is significantly smaller because the people who do this all the time know what they're doing. And if you're looking at a Form 1 for the first time, it is an onerous task. And if you make a mistake filling it out on your own, it gets sent back and you start the whole process over again. And currently, Form 1s are taking a long time to get back to people. So who would want to send in a Form 1 that they filled out on their own thinking they did it the right way, only to have it sent back 8 months later saying you made an error, do it again, and start that whole process over again? It doesn't make sense, and that's not what the process was supposed to be. Now, I have talked to people who have done a Form 1 in the last, well, before the summer, the last year before the summer, and they were getting them back in 2-3 months' time sometime, not all of them, but it was done quicker because it's an electronic form submitted electronically, other than the ATF wouldn't take an electronic signature, you know, like most of the government does for forms. You'd have to sign it and send it off on your own. It couldn't be electronically submitted. But it's changed. It has changed. Now I have to print out the forms, fill it out, make the copies, attach my 2x2 photo with my name and social on the back, give them a set of fingerprints, and send it off along with my extortion fee, and in the hopes that I did it right, so that I get it back with my canceled tax stamp, and I can put a stock on the buffer tube where my pistol brace sits. Stupid process. And looking at this and being frustrated over the last 15 hours that I've observed this for myself, it's become apparent to me that that just could have been the warning shot, right? The first shot over the bow on the attack on the AR pistols, because it was easier to get SBRs, because the forms were basically streamlined. People who knew what they were doing would fill them out for you. You sign it, send it off with some money. They made it harder for people to make SBRs. And as a result, they're going after AR pistols after they made it much more difficult for people to legally make SBR. So why? Why did the ATF do this? Well, nobody knows, because the ATF apparently doesn't answer to anybody. They just float around, do whatever they want. They often do 180s all over the place, whether it's on pistol braces, on bump stocks, on whatever. They just do whatever they want, all willy-nilly. Well, on Tuesday of this week, 110 members of Congress sent a letter to the Department of Justice looking to smack down the ATF. Now, this isn't the one related to the pistol brace issue from last week. This is a whole separate issue. And again, 110 members of Congress are demanding that the DOJ give the ATF some guidelines and reel them back in. So like I always do, here's the letter on the screen to Attorney General William Barr from 110 members of Congress, and I'll have a link down below if you want to print it out or need it for your own files, whatever. Dear Attorney General Barr, we write to share our concerns regarding the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, ATF, recent actions to limit third-party processors' ability to assist law-abiding Americans as they complete the National Firearms Act eForm submission process. As members of Congress, we recognize that third-party processors provide taxpayers with a valuable service that benefits both the American people and the ATF's mission. As such, we respectfully request that you issue guidance ensuring ATF is working in collaboration with third-party processors to best serve the American people. As you know, before ATF launched its NFA eForm system in 2014, third-party processors were able to assist taxpayers in completing and submitting all NFA applications in paper form. Given this long history of working in collaboration with ATF, third-party processors possess an intricate understanding of the ATF's forms and procedures, meaning they do it all the time, they know what needs to be filled out, they can get it done easier than somebody who's new to this, like myself. Allowing these companies to continue serving the public only simplifies the eForm submission process, provides an important level of quality control, and helps taxpayers overcome technical instability and scaling issues with ATF's current e-filing system. ATF has previously acknowledged the important contributions third-party processors provide to NFA eForm submission process and has assured third-party processors that they will work collaboratively on the next iteration of the eForm system. Additionally, in a letter dated October 22, 2019, 56 members of Congress wrote to the ATF highlighting these benefits and urging Acting Director Lombardo to work with third-party processors to implement an e-filing system that allows these companies to assist the American people in exercising their Second Amendment rights. Despite these requests, ATF recently cited the Bureau's inability to authenticate applicants' electronic signatures and certifications as the basis behind limiting third-party processors' abilities to assist taxpayers. The ATF's actions run contrary to congressional intent and the Bureau's previous promise to work with third-party processors to address these concerns in order to best serve American taxpayers and reduce burdens on the ATF. As such, we urge the DOJ to issue guidance clarifying how third-party processors can continue assisting taxpayers in completing the NFA eForm submission process. We also hope the DOJ will ensure ATF works directly with third-party processors as the Bureau redesigns its secure eForm system. Thank you in advance for your consideration of these requests. Now, you can look at the link down below in the description for this form. You can see everybody who signed it. Matt Gaetz is there. So the ATF previously said that the third-party processors helping citizens is great, and they were stood by it because it helped. Now, all of a sudden, that they're going to go after pistols, maybe, they're making this process much harder for people to navigate. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but that's what I personally believe, because that's, as somebody who's going through it right now, as an American taxpayer following the law, it was made a lot harder than it should be because of bureaucracy. So if you're one of those people like myself that said, you know what, maybe I'll make an SBR out of this pistol. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I will. If you wanted to do it the right way, well, the government who's supposed to work for you just made it more difficult for you to do. Guys and gals, please pass this along. I believe a lot more people are in this same boat that I am in right now. Thank you so much, guys and gals. You all are an inspiration to me. Every day I wake up and read comments and see how many people view my videos, and it is absolutely inspiring, and it is the reason I continue to do it today. I will not stop as long as you all still want me to do this, and the fact that I am approaching 300,000 subscribers it's just mind-boggling. If you're viewing this right now and you think you might want information on the Second Amendment as often as it happens on a daily basis, no matter where it happens in the country, please join this growing freedom family. Help us get over that 300,000 threshold. And until we see each other again, please be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, join the USCCA, and check out the Second Amendment rally today. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.